Alright everyone, welcome to another video here, or the continuation of ClamWin Free Anti-Virus. Okay, I guess Internet Explorer is opening up here. As you can see probably, this is the infected machine, or the removal portion of the test. We're going to go ahead, we're going to install the program like normal and see if it is capable of removing any of the malware on the system. So let's go ahead. I always like to run as administrator. It's going to prompt us with user account controls eventually on this very highly infected virtual machine. Hard drive is going absolutely crazy right now, guys, so that's why it's taking so long here. Okay, so here are the user account controls. Go click yes. Alright, and here is the installer. So what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to pretty much do the default installation. So we're going to click next here, go through our license agreement, agree to it. We're going to say anyone who uses this computer will be able to use ClamWin. Need at least 20 megabytes. I think we got that available on this drive, so we're going to go ahead and say the path is good and click next. We're going to go with the typical installation here. It should do the trick. And then that's good. Start menu. Okay, additional tasks, download virus database. So we're going to go ahead and do that right away too. And look at our criteria of our installation. Looks good. And click install. So now we're going to go ahead and install it. Installation usually goes relatively quick, but because this is a highly infected virtual machine, it might go ahead and take a little bit longer. So I may pause the video as I did before just to save some time, cut out the boring parts. Alright everyone, so just giving you an update here. It looks like it's going to go through and oh crap. Looks like ClamWin has stopped working. Let's see what happens. Is it able to still run or download, or what's going to happen? So it looks like the updater just crashed. That's not a good sign. Let's see, try to complete the setup. Alright. So is ClamWin running still? Hard drive is completely erratic right now. Okay, so it looks like ClamWin is right here. Let's see if we can open it up. Or if it's just going to go ahead and crash completely. Now that's stated that the antivirus crashed, and that looked to me like the engine, meaning that it was this right here. But it looks like the actual antivirus is still up and running, meaning that could have just been the updater. But we will definitely find out here. Okay, older than 5 days. Would you like to update now? Yes, we would like to update now. Alright, so we're going to try to download again here. See if we can get out. Yeah, there's a piece of ransomware for those of you who have been watching my series of the removal tests that is on this system, and it might be interfering with this, and that is also why my hard drive is going crazy right now, because it detected files on the system that are not encrypted. So it's going through about every 15 minutes or so, and it re-encrypts the hard drive, which makes it even more and more difficult. So alright, let me go ahead and let's see, error, please report this. Okay, so let me go ahead and let's try this here. Let me give it one more try, and if it doesn't work, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and try to just do a memory scan and see if we can clear out some of this malware on this system, and maybe that will allow it then to update. So we will go ahead and see. Let's just try this one more time here quick. Oh, download. I just checked. I clicked the wrong one. Sorry guys. That's for program updates. I want to download definitions, and it crashed again. So, alright, that's what we're going to go ahead and do. We're going to, no, I don't want to update right now. So we got our buttons right up here as usual. We're going to go ahead and do a memory scan. So what that's going to do is that's going to actually just go through the active processes and try to scan them, but it looks like that is not even working as well. So with that said, using this in regular user mode is not going to work, as you can see guys. It is unusable. Hard drive is going crazy, obviously, and it's encrypting files. So what I'm going to do at this point is, unfortunately, ClamWin has failed the average user or novice user ability to remove malware on their system, because I can't even get it to scan. I did get it to install, which is a start. However, I cannot get it to scan at all. As you can see, I'll try it one more time. The hard drive is kind of calming down a little bit here. And you can see every time it does the same thing over and over, it crashes. So what we're going to do is we are going to reset this virtual machine here. Not even going to do just a, not even bother just doing a safe shutdown. We're just going to go ahead and restart it. See if I can get it. There we go. We're going to go safe mode with networking. And we're going to go ahead and load this up and see if we can get in here and update it as well as scan with it. So hopefully we will be able to do that, because I really want to see how well ClamWin can do on this infected system, but unfortunately may result in another failure if this malware continues to run in the way it is. So, and also I don't know exactly what piece of malware would be causing this issue too, so it's pretty much searching for a needle in a haystack at this point, considering there's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of infections on this system. So go ahead, check this out here, and we'll be back in just a minute. Alright everyone, so looks like it completed. Now it didn't give me any sort of information of what it downloaded, which kind of lets me believe that it didn't actually do anything, especially considering it's constantly prompting me to download the database, but yet it's not. Now I am able to ping Google here, as you can see. That's not Google, is it? It's something I ping, but not Google. Wow. Okay, so you can see I can ping Google here. For the most part. Yeah, okay. But it cannot download the database from what it appears. Now if I go to About here, let me see if it will be able to show me what current definitions we are using here. Now it seems like this system is now becoming really sluggish once again, so obviously this malware is starting to come to life even in safe mode. That is how serious this is infection wise. So updated, okay, protected by 380. Okay, so it looks like it does have some sort of definitions already installed. So we're going to go ahead, seeing that actually worked, we're going to go and do a, we're going to try and attempt to do a file scan here. Well, let me see, is there anything running in the background that does look malicious here? Yeah, there's definitely some malware in the background. Okay, what we're going to do then is I'm going to just quick run a memory scan here, and we're going to see even if we can get some sort of malware out of here in the sense of looking at this aspect. Now hopefully it'll be able to start scanning. Please start scanning. This is where you cross your fingers, guys, and say hope it works. Okay, completed. Well, that was quick. Let me go ahead and do a file scan. So we're going to scan the entire C drive here. Let's do that. So see if it'll actually scan some files, because as you can see before, it wasn't actually doing any sort of scanning. After this I'm going to try to do a context scan, but I don't think that this is really going to work at all. Now completed. Okay, so it looks as if ClamWin is not functioning at all. Let's try this here. Sorry guys, I just sneezed there. I just had a quick pause the video. Okay. So we're running a context scan right now, and my thought maybe is that the context scan feature will work, but it's a long shot, and you can see that failed as well. Okay, so let's try this here quick. Last ditch effort in order to get it to scan. Why not reinstall it, right? In safe mode this time, if the installer will even work. That is, so let's try this. Okay. Accept the license agreement. Anybody? Yes, yes, download, install. So maybe something got jumbled up, or possibly. So now it looks like it's actually working a little bit better. This looks a little bit more normal. It's obviously having its issues connecting to certain hosts. So in safe mode, looks like it's working better than it did in regular user mode. So as for a novice user, they wouldn't be able to figure this stuff out. Maybe after some Googling, they'd be able to kind of get to here, but for the most part, it's going to have to fail that portion of the test. That is a removal tool for the novice user, not recommended. Well, I guess I really shouldn't say that, because keep in mind this is a very highly infected machine, but nevertheless, it did fail. As you saw, other anti-malware applications and solutions were able to clean up this machine fairly well. So, I'm not going to sit around here and bore you guys with this piece of malware just flying across the screen and its lovely graphic. Probably the fanciest graphic they have on here, but nevertheless, you know how I feel about those. I'm going to pause the video, and we'll be back once this is updated, or at least see the results of the attempted updating process. So, be right back, guys. Alright, so the database looks like it's been updated, guys. We're going to go ahead and click Finish now. Should launch ClamWin. It's right down here, it looks like. Let's see, there we go. Okay. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to just do a memory scan, try and scan and find the malware that's running in the background right now. Remove that first to make the other scanning process go faster and possibly smoother, so it won't be trying to fight this malware in the background. That is if it's able to scan, keep in mind, guys. So at least we're able to update this time. And it looks like an error occurred. Please review scan report. Okay. What might this error be now? Alright. Let's see here. Display preference window. Let's see. Remove. Make sure we change that. I almost forgot about that, guys. Wow. That was almost really bad. Okay, I don't remember anything in these settings that would be able to help me here in a sense of removing this malware. However, that we want to make sure we do change that to remove. Alright, let's try a file scan now. Maybe that'll work. I doubt it. So far, guys, this is not going over that well at all. Quite disappointed actually in ClamWin, and might not be able to certify it for a removal tool just because of the fact that I cannot get it to run the system. And once again, as you can see, not working. That's not a good sign. It's definitely not a good sign at all. Let me try and restart ClamWin. Maybe that will be able to do something here. Just kind of quickly look at the settings here, but let's exit it, and then we're going to go ahead and start it back up again. And however, we're going to also start it as administrator. Not that that does anything. In our case here, I should say. Try to scan the memory again. Definitely looks like something's interfering with it. So let me go ahead and get a copy of Process Explorer here and see if we cannot, because keep in mind, guys, this one on the desktop is dead. The malware has royally screwed it over. So we're going to go and find ourselves a copy of Process Explorer so that we can hopefully get ClamWin to work. So far, not NUC certified in my mind. The novice user certification, gone. Not going to get that. This is way too involved for anyone with very little computer experience in the sense of just checking email and doing basic stuff like that to comprehend. Okay, so go ahead and do that. Where did it go? Ugh. I know what I'm probably. You guys are probably staring right at it right now, and I'm sitting here like, where the heck is it? Oh shoot! I mean, I see that one down there. Well, let's close this up because this isn't doing me any good. There it is. Extract Process Explorer. Oh, of course I need that too. Yeah, I may actually cut some of this out, guys. Let's see. Get this. Download that. Alright, we'll just go ahead and run it. It doesn't pay to actually download it because it isn't going to keep anyways. So install, okay, done. Wonderful. Super de-duperly awesome. And what the hell? Okay, we'll do this again. Try the 64-bit version today, and why did it do that? Don't do this to me now. Alright, English 64-bit. This time we actually are going to save it to the desktop. Wait for this to download. Alright, let's try this again. There we go. Okay, so here is our Process Explorer. Alright guys, so let's check this out and see what we got in the system. Right off the bat, you can see there's some malware right there. Let's check out and see what we actually got going for us here as it just launches this adware-ridden browser on us. So, you know what? Let's kill that. And let's kill that. Alright. Why didn't you go away? There we go. Okay. So the malware that was supposedly running on the system, everything else looks good now, has been rid or done away with. Let's try and run ClamWin again here and see if we cannot get it to work. Now I may have to reinstall it once again due to the fact that it could possibly, that malware could have been interfering with the installation portion of ClamWin. This one definitely looks like it just crashed on us. Yep. So, okay, we're going to go ahead and try to run the installer again. Let's drag this over here so I can keep an eye on it. All right. Okay, so it's going to go ahead and look for our database again, and obviously the database is already up to date. So let's try and run it once again. And we have once again an error occurred. Okay guys, I think that might be it. Let me see, can I launch, I don't know, yeah, see I have to re-download those. But let me go ahead and get a copy of Hitman Pro for you guys, just to show you that I am able to run a scanner on this system, and that it's not beyond rescue in the sense of getting your data. Well, no, never mind, that wouldn't work because ransomware. So nevertheless though, I'm just going to show you a scanner is operational, or is going to be operational on this system. So give me a minute here to download Hitman Pro. I will also download a copy of Norton Power Eraser. Let's go back to Google here. Norton Power Eraser. Alright, there we go. Download that. And keep in mind guys, I really am actually kind of disappointed in ClamWin. I was expecting a lot more from them, especially considering that they really kind of advertise themselves as a removal tool. So you'd think that they would be able to run on a system such as excuse me, such as this. So that's yeah, I mean that's just disappointing to say the least. So as you can see, Norton is able to run. If I go ahead and click scan for security risks, well, I don't want to do that because that's right, you have to go into advanced options here and reputation scan, system scan. There we go. So right now it's going to basically examine my computer here. And you can see it is going through and scanning perfectly fine on this system. No problems whatsoever. Hitman Pro is downloading, and any of you who have watched my past videos, you will definitely see that I've used these programs no problem to go ahead and clean up this system, or at least show you what is on this system. So, where do I even end this video? Because it's just done, to say the least. ClamWin Free Anti-Virus. Really had high hopes, but after this, it can only go so far. Now they may have really good detection, and I think what I might do is I might give like Norton Power Racer here a chance to remove some of this stuff from the system, and then go back with ClamWin here for you guys and just see if it can find anything else on the system, and clean it up any more than, let's say, Norton Power Racer can, because maybe running this, as in running ClamWin alongside another cleanup tool, would be good. But as for running ClamWin as a one-stop cleanup shop, not going to happen. Definitely something you want to stay clear of if you're looking for that one-stop cleanup shop kind of application. So I'll pause the video, guys, wait for Norton to do its thing right here. Once Norton is done scanning, I'll go ahead and remove what it's found. Maybe I'll show you guys the results, but I think you guys have seen that before, so I'll figure it out. Either way, I'll be back and we will try again to do a scan with ClamWin here and see if we can get it to do anything whatsoever in the sense of detecting malware in the system at least. So, alright, see you in a bit, guys. Alright everyone, so I decided to show you guys what is actually on this system here. As you can see, Norton Power Racer found quite a bit of stuff. We're going to go ahead, remove all this stuff, and I assume it's going to have me reboot the computer. So we'll go ahead and do that. Attempt to reinstall, once again, ClamWin Free Anti-Virus. See if we can do a scan with it. Hopefully we can. Not crossing my fingers, just because from what I've seen, it's just having a lot of trouble with this system here. Definitely a lot of trouble. So, alright, I will be back in a bit, guys. Alright everyone, so as you look at the clock here, it has been quite a while, but I was able to finally get ClamWin to work. Basically what I did is I ran Malwarebytes quick, just because I figured that's a good mediocre scanner that will remove some of the malware, and considering this is a machine that's been infected for quite a while, hopefully Malwarebytes will have most of the signatures built for the malware that's on the system, and it detected over 300 pieces of malware, but as you can see, there's still a lot left on the system, and now as you can see, ClamWin is going through and definitely cleaning up a lot of the stuff that seems to be left in the system. However, this is all one so far infection right here. As you can see, the Trojan downloaders .small that has infected multiple executables on the system, and legitimate executables on the system, not anything malicious. As you can see, that's not a good sign. It's basically, as you can see, it's detecting what Hitman Pro you saw, Herd Protect, VMware tools. These are all legitimate applications, but they've been infected with this Trojan here. So it's a pretty serious infection. I am running a full system scan right now. I'm not going to stop it because I was able to get to the signatures to load in here finally after almost like 2 hours, it feels like, of work. That's quite a long time to try and get a tool like this working on a system. I would have moved on a long time ago and utilized different applications and maybe come back to this later. But we will go ahead and run this. We're going to see what it finds. Everything is set to be removed from what I understand. Let me quick check that. That's a good thing. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to stop this because I want to make sure that the options are set to remove. So let's go to tools here because I did have to reinstall this. Okay, good. It is set to remove. So I'll go ahead and start it up again. It looks like it's working. It's a good sign. So finally ClamWin is able to work. I'm going to let this go ahead, let it go through the scan, do its thing. Once it is all completed, I will go ahead, come back with the results of the scan, and we will see what it found and how it is able to clean up the system. once we boot back into regular user mode. So be right back, guys. Alright everyone, I think it's time to end this test right here of ClamWin Free Antivirus. Now, it did finish scanning, and it did remove pretty much everything it found from what I could see. All that I didn't get to see was the report, so otherwise it looks like it did not display the report correctly, as you can see on the screen. That is unfortunate. That almost tells me that whatever issue was happening to ClamWin earlier is now occurring again. So we definitely still have, as you can see, the desktop, lots and lots of malware on this system. So let's go ahead and reboot the system here. And this time we're going to go ahead and keep it in, or put it in normal mode. So we're going to see if the malware is reduced in any way. I'm not going to connect to the internet again, guys, just because I unplugged my network cable from my virtual machine here. So therefore, I could actually surf the internet on my host PC while I was waiting for that scan to finish and, well, not have to deal with really slow VPN speeds and also risk possibly breaching my security in that sense. So, alright, this shouldn't take too long to load. Alright everyone, so as you can see, the system is pretty much finished rebooting here. And it looks like ClamWin actually did take care of much of the malware on this system. Keep in mind, these are all dead. So, yeah, it actually did a really good job in my mind. It significantly reduced the malware on this system. And these are just internet shortcuts. So, these right here, let me see if I can pull up the desktop here. Let's go into detailed mode and clear out some of this junk for you guys here so that we can actually see what's left. So let's go this. Oh, I'm doing this wrong. Sorry, guys. Alright, so let's unselect that. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just basically unselecting the things that are actually still on the system so that we can see on the desktop visually how much has actually been removed. Whoops. Okay. Don't want to spend too much time on this for you guys. Okay, so let's go ahead and we will delete the rest, including these internet shortcuts here. Okay, so let's delete that. Boom. So, as you can see, a lot of it actually has been removed. There we go. That's what's left on the system, guys. So that's a combination, though, keep in mind, of Hitman Pro, because Norton Power Eraser, I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, I was having some issues removing some of the malware. So I just closed it out. It was taking forever. And I'm sorry, not Hitman Pro, Malwarebytes. And I just went ahead and installed Malwarebytes, ran that, had it remove anything it found on the system, and then was able to run ClamWin, which after ClamWin ran, you can see a lot of the malware on the system has been removed. So hard to say definitely if it was ClamWin or Malwarebytes now that I think about it, due to the fact that the malware is so old. So bottom line with ClamWin Free Antivirus, would I recommend it? Well, it's free, so it's hard to not recommend it. However, it would not be my primary choice, just because it had so many problems getting started. I had to do so much to actually get this thing to work, and this took so much time. There are other tools out there that are much better than ClamWin in my mind, that can remove malware much quicker and are much more effective and more reliable at doing it than ClamWin was in this case. So, but you know what? Would it hurt to run it as kind of your finalization tool to just kind of give yourself a second opinion after you to run like Hitman Pro, Malwarebytes, Norton Power Eraser, those kind of programs? You know, I think it would be maybe a decent tool just to kind of run alongside there. Seeing it is a open source antivirus engine, and they are independent, so you'll kind of get a little bit different way or different aspect of detection with that versus some of the other commercial options, or should more commercial options out there. So that's it, guys. Wouldn't be my primary choice, but I would not definitely tell you guys to steer clear of it. It's definitely a decent tool, but you just kind of want to have other tools in your box. Never have one tool, multiple tools work best. So That's it. Talk to you guys later. I'll go ahead and try to edit this, get this up tonight for you, and hope you enjoy it. Remember to like, subscribe, share it with your friends. It really helps me out, and I enjoy doing these videos, and I hope you enjoy watching them, I guess is the best thing to say. So that's it, guys. Talk to you later.